That's going to be your assignment, okay? To write restaurant reviews or to tell me and record an audio of a restaurant review of your opinion about a restaurant. So let's talk about food. Now, lately in the last few years, a lot of people started using the term foodie. That did not exist 10 years ago, probably. Who wants to tell me what is a foodie? What is a foodie? You've heard this, right? You've heard people talking about being foodies, right? No? You haven't. Who has heard the term foodie? Nobody. Oh, that's sad. So a foodie is a person who likes food, who likes to prepare food, who likes to eat food, a person who enjoys food. Those are the people that call themselves foodies, okay? Because they enjoy food. So one of the reasons why this term has become so popular is because there are a lot of different reality shows about cooking and preparing food. This is something that did not exist a few years ago. So in the last few years, there are a lot of reality foods that are actually cooking competitions. Okay, you have seen those, right? Yes. No. You didn't know there are reality shows that are cooking competitions? No. Yes. Okay, perfect. So, food is extremely important. First of all, if you pay attention to what happened during the pandemic, last year, just when they started talking about this lockdown, that everybody was going to be locked down, people rushed to the supermarkets to buy two important things. First of all, food, but also, what was the other thing that people bought?
Water.
Okay, yes, but there was another thing that was at the top of the list.
Alcohol.
Mm-mm. Even
Paper.
what?
Paper.
Toilet
Water.
paper. Toilet paper, yes. One of the things that people bought the most is toilet paper. Okay, there is an explanation for that, but we're not going to get into that because it has nothing to do with our class. But the one thing that was at the top of everybody's list after toilet paper was food. In fact, there were people buying more toilet paper than food. One of these days, I'm going to explain to you what happened there, why they did this. And it doesn't matter which industry lost money, food industry continued to make money, particularly supermarkets and pedidos ya. Because even though everything was allegedly locked down, you could still see the pedidos ya motorcycles delivering food because food is important. Okay? So why is food so important? Of course, we need food to be able to survive. But why is it that every time you think about having a meeting with your friends or going to the movies or going out, it always involves food? Who wants to tell me why food is so important?
The vegetables.
Okay. Yes, vegetables are important. Thank you, Luis. But who wants to tell me why we always have food at all our parties? In fact, if you go to a party and there's no food, people are going to be like, where's the food? Why do we always want food? You go to church, you want food. You go to school, you want food. You have a party, you want food. You're on Zoom and you have food. Everywhere there's food. There's just food, food, food. If somebody tells you, oh, let's go out on a date, you expect food. If somebody goes with you to the movies, you expect food. There's always food. Always food. Why is there always food? Because sometimes we're not even hungry, but there has to be food. Who wants to tell me why? Why are humans so in love with food? Yes, Christian.
I think because food make it iconic.
Okay. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. Uh-huh.
Because eating food it's funny when you eat food while watching a movie or do something more. it's my point of view.
Okay, so it's fun, not funny. Funny in that context means extra
Oh,
fun. So it's fun when you're watching a movie and you're eating food, right?
mm-hmm.
Okay. So when you go to visit a friend, usually people offer you something to eat or something to drink. Why? So I like Christian's point of view, but what do the rest of you think? Why are we so obsessed with food? Why is there always eating? Why do we always want food, even if we're not hungry? Who has a different point of view? Christian said it's more fun to watch a movie with food. What do the rest of you think?
Because it is delicious.
Yes, it's delicious. That's true. Not all, but yes. But I want you to go to the attitude, the attitude that makes people want food everywhere, everything, food, birthday.
Food distract us.
What were you saying, Diego? I didn't hear you.
Food distract us.
Okay, so food distracts us. Okay, from what? Food distracts
I
us.
don't know. If I eat, I just eat and watch the TV, and I don't pay attention to anything else around me.
Mm, okay. Okay, so that's good. So apparently, humans love food. We love food. We watch programs about food. We are always eating food, buying food, sharing food. Food is extremely important. And not only because our body needs it as nourishment, but because it's fun and delicious. So I want each one of you to think about your favorite food. Don't tell me the name of a restaurant now. We're going to do restaurants in a few minutes. What is your favorite food? The thing that you love to eat the most. Now, people, usually a lot of people have 3 meals in a day, right? So we have breakfast, we have lunch, and we have dinner or supper. So if you tell me what your favorite food is, you need to tell me if you eat it for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or if it's just a snack. It can also be, Christian, I can see you eating and it's okay. You can eat, eat. I don't have a problem. Eat, but don't be trying to hide. It's distracting. I don't have a problem with people eating because we gotta eat. We're talking about food. Okay, so you're gonna tell me if whatever it is that's your favorite food, if it's something you like to eat in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening. So I'm gonna start at the top of my screen. Think about your favorite food, and you're gonna tell me the time of day that you enjoy that food. So for instance, if you tell me that your favorite food is patacones con pescado, and tell me if you want that for breakfast. Okay? That's what I want you to do. And there's nothing wrong with patacones con pescado for breakfast. That's weird, but it's okay. Good. So at the top of my screen, we're gonna start with Daniel. Then we have Daniela and then Marcela. Go ahead, Daniel. Tell me what's your favorite food and when you like to eat it.
My favorite food, teacher. Why I love eating.
So when, what time of the day you eat it?
My favorite food is the nachos, and I eat it in the day or the night, every day, every time when I have.
Okay, so your favorite food is nachos. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Let's go, Daniela. Favorite food and when?
I like nuggets. And I prefer to eat it on the night as dinner.
Okay. Marcela?
I like the pancakes and I like it.
You said you like pancakes and you like them for when?
Breakfast.
Okay. Nicole, Christian, Alondra, and Casey. Go, Nicole.
I like steaks and I prefer it in like afternoon or night.
Christian?
Barbecue wings in dinner in the night.
Alondra? Okay, Alondra is not there anymore. So we have Casey and then.
Oh, I'm here. I'm here. I'm
Yeah.
here.
Go ahead.
Okay. I like my favorite food is hot pockets, and I prefer to eat in the breakfast You know the hot pockets.
Yeah, hot pockets. Okay.
I like it.
Okay, so then we have Casey and Tomas.
My favorite food is rice with chicken. I eat in the afternoon.
Tomas?
Pizza at night.
Okay, so I have Owen, Sean Foster, John Lopez, and Luis Harris. Go ahead, Owen.
My favorite food is macaronis with meatballs, and I usually eat it in the afternoon.
Sean?
And my favorite food is the soup of my mom, and I eat it sometimes at lunch.
Okay. But what kind of soup is it? Okay. Okay, Gianluigi?
I think that my favorite food is lasagna, maybe, and I like to eat it at lunch.
Luis? Luis? I Luis, what's going on?
My brother is in class and he don't have a microphone.
Okay, so why didn't you just tell me your favorite food before giving me that explanation? What's your favorite food and when do you like to eat it?
Is tomato.
Okay, that's interesting. Then we have Diego Lopez, Alondra, and Denise. Diego, are you there? Your favorite food, when you like to eat it? Oh no, Alondra already spoke. Go ahead, Diego.
My favorite food is pizza, and I like to eat it with the family.
What time of day?
Night.
And Denise, favorite food and when?
My favorite food is pizza. Whatever, whatever time. The night, at the morning.
Okay, so people remember the correct pronunciation of the word is favorite. Okay, it only has 2 syllables, favorite. Remember that in English, words usually have a lot more letters than we use. We don't have to pronounce all of them. Okay, and I also noticed, and some of you, for example words that have GH, you try to go don't do that. That's not English, that's German. In English, words are always going to have a lot more letters than what we pronounce. So the word is just favorite. Yeah, somebody, I think on one of the recordings, the word was nightmare and the person was like, no, don't do that. Like, no, that's German, not in English, where there are a lot of letters that you don't need to pronounce. So the word is favorite. Okay, so now that you have spoken about your favorite food, and I actually thought somebody was going to say something more complicated like sushi or something. So now I want you to think about your favorite restaurants. Don't tell me McDonald's, KFC, Pizza Hut. No, those are fast foods. I'm talking about restaurant. And I'm almost sure that every single one of you at some point has been to a restaurant that's not a fast food joint. So I want you to think about your favorite restaurant, and I want you to think about why that place is your favorite, what you liked about it. If you don't have a favorite restaurant, just think about a restaurant that you went to and what you liked about it, okay? Now, people, la fondita de la esquina doesn't count, okay? We're talking about restaurants. No la fonda tu tía or whatever the fonda's name. They always have these random names like fonda tu tía, fonda la gorda, fonda la negra. No, we're not talking about those. We're talking about restaurants. So first, let's give some examples of restaurants, particularly this side in Panama Oeste or restaurants in the city. What would be an example of a restaurant that I'm referring to? That's not a fonda and it's not fast food. Give me an example. Oh my goodness. Okay, Leños y Carbón. Anybody been to Leños y Carbón? That's a restaurant. That's an example of a restaurant. Okay, Lung Fung in Panama. I love Lung Fung. Lung Fung has been there since I was a little girl. That's a great restaurant. Love it. It's very old because I'm 51. Anyway, another example of a restaurant. Who wants to give me? Everybody's thinking. You can't come up with the name of a restaurant. Oh my goodness.
I remember in Mi Ranchito in Costa Verde.
Ranchito, that's also a restaurant. Okay, good. Okay, so people, I'm gonna give you 10 seconds to think about a restaurant. Think about a restaurant.
Burger King.
That's a fast food. We're not doing fast. We are not thinking about fast food restaurant like Burger King, McDonald's, KFC, Pizza Hut, Papa John's, Pio Pio. No, not those. Okay, we're talking about formal restaurants, not fast food. So think about a restaurant. Go ahead, Owen. What were you going to say?
Dongli.
Dongli is a restaurant. And so each one of you.
I like Benihana in Multiplaza,
Benihana,
but it's really too expensive, and El Mesón del Prado.
Okay, yeah, Benihana is expensive, but it's just a whole experience. Okay, so each one of you is going to tell me what's your favorite restaurant and why you liked it. Okay? What's your favorite restaurant and why you liked it? Because like I said at the beginning, we're going to be talking about writing or talking restaurant reviews, which means that you're going to tell people why that's a good restaurant to visit or why they should never go there. So I'm going to give you 1 minute and then we're going to start at the top of my screen. Each one of you, you're going to tell me your favorite restaurant and why that's your favorite restaurant. Okay? I'm going to give you 1 minute to think.
Sushi Express.
Okay. That's also a restaurant. Sushi Express is a restaurant. Yes. Okay, so let's start at the top. Daniel, Daniela, and Marcela. Tell me what's your favorite restaurant and why you liked that particular restaurant. Let's go, Daniel.
My favorite restaurant is Ahisen.
Why did
It's a restaurant that locates in El Dorado and sells ramen.
Why do you like it?
Because it sells Japanese food.
Okay, great. Daniela?
I like Georgia's because I love the lasagna.
You like Italian food? Yes. Good. Marcela?
I think that I like the Aniqua because I like the pizza that they have.
Good. Nicole?
I like Leños y Carbón because of the taste of the steaks.
Yes, you like steaks. Yes. Christian?
I went to Southern Korean cuisine on a friend's birthday, and I like the customer service and the food.
Good. Casey?
I like Sabor a Cumbia. It's a restaurant in La Chorrera.
Okay, nice. Why did you like it?
Because the people who work there are very friendly.
Mm-hmm. Good. Tomas?
I like El Trapiche because it's the only one I have ever went.
Okay. Well, at least you liked it. That's good. Owen?
Only because the Chinese restaurant I like it most. I like Yeah, I like it. The Chinese restaurant.
Okay, Sean?
And my favorite restaurant is I think that only because I love fried rice.
Okay. Gianluigi?
I like Benihana, but it's so expensive. It's a good experience. The people that work on there, it's nice, but I like that food. I like also the soup that they give like an entrance or a light food before your heavy plate.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that entrada, in English, we call it entree. It's actually the French word. So in English, you use the French word and it's entree. Good. Luis, favorite restaurant and why you like it? Okay. Right. Diego Lopez, favorite restaurant and why you like it? Diego Lopez.
Nación Sushi,
Why?
because their Asian food is really good.
Okay. Alondra.
Teacher, if I honest, I don't have a favorite restaurant, but the place I go the most is Sabor Local, and it's in Mark Plaza, and I like it because it's a variety of food that I can choose. I like it for that.
Good. And Denise?
My favorite restaurant is Sumi Anna, and it is my favorite because I love Chinese food.
Okay. Luis Harris. What's your favorite restaurant and why? And why do you like it?
I don't have idea.
You don't have what?
I don't have idea because I like all.
You like all restaurants. Okay. Right. Okay, people. So the next step is that you are going to remember we took out all the fast food restaurants. We put them in a different category. Now you're going to think about fast food restaurants. So that's Subway, Pio Pio, McDonald's, Burger King. What else do they have? KFC. Think about fast food restaurants, and I want you to tell me which one is the best. Not your favorite. Which one is the best? Pizza Hut, Papa John's also. Which of the fast food restaurants you think is the best, and tell me why. Okay, so we're going to include in this category Subway, Pio Pio, Papa John's, Pizza Hut, Domino's Pizza, Burger King, McDonald's, KFC. I think that's it. There's probably some other one there. But I want you to think about exclusively fast food restaurants and which one you think is the best and why. Okay? Good. So starting at the top with Daniel, which is the best, not your favorite, but the best, which is the best fast food restaurant and why? Go ahead.
It's Subway because you can personalize the thing or
Personalized.
personalize your food or sandwich.
Okay. Daniela?
McDonald's because it have toys and I like the toys.
Okay. So Daniela likes toys. That's good. Oh, and it has nuggets. And I remember that you like nuggets. Yes. Marcela, the best fast food restaurant and why?
I think that McDonald's because I like the Big Mac.
Nicole?
I also think McDonald's because it's like everywhere. McDonald's.
Okay. Christian?
I think Subway too, because you can create your own sandwich and you can eat the cookies.
Casey?
For me, it's KFC because the chicken tastes so good.
Thomas?
I like Pizza Hut because they sell pizza.
And you like pizza. Got it. Owen?
McDonald's because it has everything like nuggets, hamburger, but not pizza.
Okay, so if McDonald's had a pizza, it would be perfect. Sean?
McDonald's because I think it has everything that people like: ice creams, hamburgers, French fries.
Yeah. John?
McDonald's too. I like that. It's like a vicious, but we all like that.
Luis Harris? Okay. Diego Lopez? Diego, why do you keep coming on and off? Favorite fast food restaurant? The best fast food restaurant and why it's the best.
Wendy's, because the meat is not like fast food meat.
Yeah, I forgot Wendy's. Wendy's is also on the list. Alondra?
I choose Subway. I like it. You can personalize sandwich. You can choose for either cookie or chips. I like it.
Okay. Denise?
I think it's Papayas because the pizza is like going to a pizza restaurant.
Okay, good. And the last question before we finish, because I gotta go. I have to go to the school, but there's no electricity at the school. So anyway, the last question is this. If you had to recommend a restaurant, but not, okay, let me change that. What do you think are the most important things that a restaurant has to offer so that you can go there and recommend it? So for instance, what are the important aspects that you look for in a restaurant? Okay, so an example can be the taste of the food, a good environment, friendly staff, variety. What do you think are the most important things that a restaurant needs to have so that you can go there and feel happy and recommend it to your friends? Okay, so I want each one of you to mention two things, at least two things that you think that are important that a restaurant has to have, whether it's a fast food restaurant or just an elegant restaurant, two things you think that are extremely important and every restaurant has to have it so that the person can want to spend their money there. So we're going to start this time at the bottom of the screen. I'm going to start with Denise, Alondra, Diego. Two things that restaurants have to have for you to be able to spend your money and recommend it to somebody else. Let's go, Denise.
I think the restaurant have to be clean and the food have to taste good.
Okay, good. So she says it needs to be clean and it has to taste good. Great. Alondra, your two things?
I think that the people that work in there, they have a friendly with the people and the good taste of the food.
Okay, perfect. Diego?
Good service and good food.
Luis?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Luis. Gianluigi? Two things a restaurant needs to have. Okay, let's go to Sean Foster. Some of y'all on some other planet. Sean Foster, two things a restaurant has to have so that you can recommend it to other people.
I think that the taste of the food, because obviously if I don't like the food, I will not return to the restaurant. And the environment, because if I don't like it, I will feel like uncomfortable.
Yep. Back to you, Luis Harris. Luis? Oh my goodness.
Repeat the question.
Two things that a restaurant has to have.
Teacher, I don't sleep.
Okay, I don't see how that's my problem, but good. Two things that a restaurant needs to have for you to feel you want to spend your money there and so you can recommend it to others. Two things a restaurant needs to have. Okay, Gianluigi? Gianluigi?
What I like of restaurants that I recommend to another is nice food, obviously, because you don't want to eat food that you don't like, and the environment. I don't like to eat on restaurants that have, for example, music at 200% volume that kill my ears, and I feel very uncomfortable with that.
Okay. So the environment, good. Owen, two things?
The environment is not just tables, but the flowers don't have to affect the customers and the solution to their long lines. Like people don't like waiting.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Good one. Tomás Carvajal?
Food and environment.
Casey?
I think the restaurant should be friendly and have a clean bathroom.
Very important. Very important, Casey. That's so true. You don't want to go into the bathroom and then find surprises on the walls. I agree with you. Christian?
Good hygiene and delicious food.
Repeat?
Good hygiene
Mm-hmm.
and delicious food.
Yes, definitely. Nicole?
Customer service and food.
Marcela?
I would like a restaurant that have a good staff because I don't want to stay in a place in which the staff is going to have like mala cara and good food.
Daniela?
That they attend well and the food is not damaged.
Daniel?
The cleanliness, good customer service.
Okay. If you had to open a restaurant, and I don't think any of you here told me you want to be a chef, but if you do, that's wonderful. So if I gave you money and told you open a restaurant and this is your passion and you want to do it, what kind of foods would you specialize in? Please don't tell me pizza. I've heard enough of you talking about pizza enough for today. Think about a kind of food that you think would be interesting to specialize in and tell me if you had the money and the passion to open a restaurant, what kind of food would you specialize in? Let's go at the top. Daniel.
I don't have the passion, but if I have it, I will do Japanese food.
Okay, Daniela?
I would bake cakes.
I like that. Marcela?
Maybe a bakery.
Nicole?
Steaks.
Yes, of course, because you like steaks. Christian?
European food.
European food?
Mm-hmm.
Casey?
Cakes.
Tomas?
Japanese cuisine.
Owen?
Sandwich.
Sandwich, I like that. I like sandwiches. Sean?
I think I would open a buffet because it has any kind of food.
Okay. Gianluigi?
I think Italian or American food, maybe.
Luis? Right. Diego?
Chinese, Vietnamese, or Japanese food.
Okay. Alondra?
Italian food. I like Italian food.
Denise?
A bakery.
Okay. Okay, kids. So this is just preparation for that next module that's coming up in a few weeks, and in which you're going to have to give me a restaurant review. Okay. I'm thinking of that and maybe having you create a fake restaurant. So that's what we're working on. Okay, people. So this has been fun. I got to go. See you next time. Do you have any questions? Yes?
Teacher, what is a restaurant review?
Oh, a restaurant review is when the people who are specialized in food go to somebody's restaurant and then they write about it in the newspaper so that other people can either go or not go. So if it's like a good experience, they'd say, oh, it's so wonderful and I love the food and the staff was blah, blah, blah. But if it was horrible, they'd be like, there was a roach in the food and then there was a hair in the juice and stuff like that. So that's a restaurant review. Any other questions? Nope. Okay, see you next time, people. Bye-bye.